Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Just Plain Living. I'm John Gray.
And I'm Jim Fuller.
Hi, good morning, partner.
Good morning.
How are you?
It's always good to be here.
It is good to be here, and we want to explain the absence of our co-partner in crime, Peggy Burton. Peggy's she's been aching in the knee for a while, and she had a little work done to her knee, and so she wasn't going to be able to be here today. She's probably in a little bit of pain.
I would say so, yeah.
But just think, as much as she gets done on a bad knee, how are you and I going to keep up with it? Huh?
She was pretty vibrant to begin with, so
there's no doubt about that.
Absolutely, she's probably going to be hard for us to keep up with.
And because Peggy's not here, we don't have to worry about talking about football. We can talk about football if we want to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We don't get to that. We used to talk about football all the time.
Yeah.
So we don't get on that subject.
Free football. Football.
Right. Exactly. Good day for the Vols.
Vols had a good day.
Yeah.
Beat Mississippi State.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't get to see the first part of that ball game, Jimmy, so I never got to see our young quarterback.
Right.
Did he get hurt bad?
He got a concussion. He will be back, but now they've got the concussion protocol.
Right.
And which sometimes can take 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not positive about Saturday. Kind of be irrelevant anyway, but they play Alabama Saturday.
Pretty much.
Pretty
much. But so it wasn't a knee or a shoulder or something.
No, he was actually on the sidelines again in the second half,
right.
And when they got a touchdown right there to Tyler Bird, put the game away. He was one of the first ones running out on the field. Congratulate the backup quarterback, Guarantano.
Good.
So,
Good. So I was kind of thinking, as a lot of people might, as good as he is, they might. What can he play in 4 games and they still redshirt him?
Right.
He's
played in 2 already.
I just wonder if they'll end up putting a saving mark on him before it's all over with.
Well, they might, We
got a pretty tough row to hoe from now on out.
Yeah, no matter who's quarterback,
Yeah.
And, they might, but, the other guy they got's a freshman, so he is too. But,
Guarantano's a freshman?
No, Guarantano's a junior. But, I'm starting to say if somebody got hurt, Guarantano got hurt, the other guy, other than Maurer,
other freshman,
is another freshman. So
it's amazing to me, and it's going all the way up through into pro ball, how the high school kids are coming out and going right into a starting slot, and the rookies are coming out in the pros and going right into a starting slot.
It is. And of course, sometimes the rookie part shows in Saturday's game.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching the game with some other people, and Maurer come out. He looked really good, and I think he threw a 40-yard pass to somebody, and somebody said, "Gosh, this guy's good." And they're not real big football fans,
right.
But they were talking about that, and I said, "I think what makes him so good is that he has no fear.
Yeah,
he is a freshman." And he's just happy to be here.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of anything.
10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Right. Now, I said, but however, sometimes that leads to you throwing an interception, and 2 plays later, they're down on the 10-yard line, and he throws
an
the interception in the end zone. So,
but all kinds of other good things going on around town. We've got Cat Murray's in the studio today, and they're getting the Oktoberfest is getting ready to happen at South Jackson Civic Center.
Yeah.
Also, this Saturday night at South Jackson Civic Center, there's a Mark Lamb, who is a New York City cat, and won a national storytelling competition, is going to be at South Jackson giving a storytelling seminar.
And there's an art to that. Just to be in the storyteller.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. And Kara Kemp was on last week to help promote that, and she's one of those people that is very easy. Number one, she's easy on the eye, but she makes it to where she engages you.
Right.
And there's a lot of that. No matter how good the story is, it's performance. You have to perform.
Right.
to grab people and keep their interest.
And that's coming up this weekend, right?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
Saturday?
it is Saturday
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
7 o'clock at the Civic
I
Center.
was gone last week, but I remember I did watch that interview.
Yeah.
Good interview.
Yeah, good folks, and
Yeah.
we have some a young lady named Nellen is in here today, and Nellen is come from Nashville, and she has written a song about Tullahoma.
Oh, cool.
So Nellen's going to be, I think she's from way up there. She might, Nellen, you from New York City?
Yes.
Nellen's from New York City as well. Do they have salsa up there?
Oh, yeah.
They have salsa up there. So
Yeah.
they're not, there's a little bit country that goes with that New York City too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And
the song is about Tullahoma.
it's
About
Tullahoma. It's the name
Yeah.
of the song's Tullahoma, and,
Right.
and we're going to bring her on and have a conversation about how she got to Nashville.
Right.
And how in the world did she end up singing a song about Tullahoma and why? And so it's just, hey, we got a lot of great things going on. Tullahoma Wildcats will be playing, I think, Lawrence County at home this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to win one more conference game to be in the playoffs. And so there's just all kinds
If
of
we
things
win two,
happening.
do we get a home game?
It
that's
just
still in
depends
question?
on what happens with Maplewood and Marshall County.
I see.
You know, probably not, but maybe, because if we beat Maplewood, no, Marshall County and Nolensville, neither one of them lost a game yet. So,
Oh, I see.
So no,
we will not. Okay.
No, we
And who are we
won't.
playing this week?
Lawrence County.
Lawrence County. Okay.
Yeah. So and that'll be here.
Yeah.
So I hope all of our young people and their families had a good holiday, fall break.
Yeah.
You participated in fall break, Fuller.
I did.
What's a man your age doing participating in fall break?
I've got grandkids, of course.
Grandkids.
Yeah.
They'll do it every time.
Yeah,
won't it?
yes, it will. Yes, it will.
You don't love them enough, do you?
Oh no,
No, they're not spoiled, are they?
No, for me to drive to Fort Walton Beach, Florida, I used to have fun doing that, but I about got to the point where I'm thinking, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to sit out here on this beach and be uncomfortable with the sun bearing down on you. That's not quite as much fun for me anymore as it used to be.
No,
So-
you're not looking for a tan.
No,
are you?
I am not. No.
And the thing about Fuller that's so funny, he always takes his own car.
Oh yeah,
Because they'll go down there to stay 2 weeks, 10 days. About 3 days is all my man can take. He's back in that car, headed home.
I've always been kind of like that. I actually made it 4 days this time.
You think about all
Yeah.
the stuff that's not getting done at your office.
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I understand. Well, we're all creatures of habit.
Oh yeah.
We
Right.
like our habits, a
Right.
lot of us, and at our age, it's taken us a whole lot of years to cultivate them.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, me. But, we're going to have a great show. Fall is here, and, we've got yesterday and today and a couple more days right now. We get those 10 or 12 days in the spring and in the fall, which is why we live in southern middle Tennessee in Tullahoma, because she's right over there.
Yeah.
Because of those 15 days in the spring
yeah.
and in the fall when it's just absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
The sky's crystal clear, the humidity, there is none. The temperature's about 70 to 75. Mm-hmm. It's just fantastic.
Right.
And that's where we are right now.
So you better enjoy it,
Yeah.
because it'll change.
My thought for the day, I've always felt like that until 9/11, we never really did give, as a nation, our first responders quite the respect that they needed.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Yeah, they're over there at the fire hall playing cards, watching TV, eating chili, laying in a
Sleeping.
chair, sleeping.
Yeah.
Well, they are until the bell rings and
Yeah.
they're coming to your house and you're in there and your house is on fire and they're the ones that save you. But 9/11 shined a different light on that complete situation.
Yes.
So this is I Write a Little Book that Cat Murray produces for me out there and publishes of Loku. This is number 334. A fireman, a cop, an ambulance MT, They run toward trouble to help you and me. For years overlooked, I can't help but wonder how many more would be lost without our newest heroes, without our first responders.
Absolutely.
So thank you, first responders, for what you do. Know that you're appreciated very, very much, and good luck every day, because they never know every day.
Oh, absolutely.
What kind of pressure and what kind of trouble they're going to be in.
You mentioned about what people might think about them, sitting over there playing games, sleeping, doing whatever. But firemen today are very different than they might have been 20 years ago.
Yeah, they are.
To the extent that, all the firemen, I think, in the Tullahoma Fire Department are EMTs as well.
Right.
And so they respond to wrecks, and they're out doing public relations kind of work.
Right, they are.
Installing fire alarms,
free fire alarms,
all kinds of stuff, and so they stay pretty busy actually now. And
would you want to strap on a police uniform every day, where now you have to wear Kevlar or some kind of protection because you never know what kind of crazy person's going to be in the car that you stop, or where you show up? Every time your life's on the line.
Right.
Or it could be.
Right.
So thank you, folks, for what you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be back after this quick commercial break. Don't go away, because you never can tell what might happen on this show.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out the 2019 fully loaded V6 Kia Sorento, up to $6,400 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party. But things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her. And now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us on the set now Kat McMurray, who we talked about a little bit earlier in today's show. And Kat's here because she's planning another party of some sort, I'm sure.
I'm always partying.
You're always about that, always about that, yeah.
This is the Oktoberfest. It's a fundraiser for South Jackson, and it's going to be on the grounds of South Jackson Civic Center. Mm-hmm. And it's a free event. It starts at 10. I have all my cheat notes here. It starts at 10 o'clock. No, it starts at 12 o'clock. Yeah. And it goes to 10 o'clock. Okay. We've changed it a little bit because what we're going to do is the festival is actually going to be from 2 to 8. And then anybody that wants to finish off the kegs for us can stick around and do karaoke from 8 to 10 with me.
Finish off the kegs.
Well, we have to not let them go back to, empty.
So there's going to be beer.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
What kind of Oktoberfest would not have
I'm sure
Oktoberfest
you're exactly-
beer,
you're
right?
exactly right.
Exactly. But it's just not about beer. We actually have a kids zone, and that's going to be from noon to 5. There's going to be games and a bounce house and a lot of things going on for kids, face painting and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And we have a live band. This is our 3rd time doing this, and this band comes from North Carolina, and they're amazing. They just don't oompa all day long.
Yeah.
They've done a version of Sweet Caroline.
No kidding.
Yeah,
No
it's really
kidding.
fun. They last year actually kind of got them to sing Billie Jean, but that was kind of different. But they're very fun. They have a lot of different.
That is very different for a lot of bands.
Exactly.
And not everybody can do that like you can.
So it was a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. They're just a fun. They do different inspired things. I think they even played Star Wars one time.
No kidding.
So yeah, they're great. And we have German-inspired food, but we also have other types of food going on. And the date is October 26th, which is coming up.
Right.
And that's a Saturday. So if you're out doing stuff, just stop in and see us. We have some vendors that are going to be there, and it's going to be one of those events where it's all day long. There's different things going on. Like we're going to have a live auction. Northside Clocks is going to donate some clocks for us.
Northside Clocks from Manchester.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Last year they donated 3 cuckoo clocks that actually came from Germany.
Oh, no
so that
kidding.
was sweet.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of George Dickel's things that are going to be auctioned off. We're getting a couple of items like a barrel, and which is kind of a special thing
Right.
for George Dickel to do that.
Right.
And we have contests all day long, a brat eating contest. I think the person ate 8 of them last year in like 5 minutes or whatever the time was.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh.
bread and brats.
Yeah, right.
And we have a costume contest. We have a yodeling contest. And so all day long we're doing different things. And so just
A yodeling contest?
Yeah.
Can you yodel?
No,
You're
I
a
can
very
only-
talented
I can only-
person. Yeah, okay. All right.
I don't know if that counts as yodeling, so we're not going to say that.
Right.
So there's just a lot of activities going on. So it's just not just coming down and sitting down and drinking beer. We have throughout the day, and we have a Facebook page that'll kind of keep you up on what's going on and what's about to happen.
Right.
And Joe Orr's going to come down and do a silent auction. That's going to be at 4. Not a silent auction. I'm sorry, a live auction.
Right.
That's going to happen at 4. We have a George Dickel tasting. You pay $10. Yeah, you pay $10 between noon and 10. You can do that. We have a George Dickel cocktail hour, but it's not just an hour. It's 6 to 8.
Right.
That's $15.
Right.
But if you want to do both of them, you can do both of them for $20.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we have just a
Super.
lot of stuff going on.
Super. And George Dickel tasting for how,
Yes.
what was the cost of that?
The George Dickel tasting is $10.
Right, okay.
And we're doing that between noon and 6. So
Yeah.
you got your George Dickel tasting, you got your Oktoberfest beer, you got your designated driver.
It does. Good point. Designated
Exactly.
driver. That's right.
Exactly.
Most people are proficient at doing that these days.
Yes,
Nobody wants
yes.
to cause an accident.
Yes,
or anything.
but-
all this is occurring, by the way, on the South Jackson Civic Center grounds. Is that
yes,
correct?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. And so, again, one more time, it's October the 26th, which is coming up. It's from, so make sure I got this clear, it's from noon to 10.
Right.
But from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we're going to be karaoke with Kat.
I was going to ask you who's doing the karaoke. That's always a fun event.
It's always fun. It's always
Right.
fun. But we have there's going to be different thing. We have a German chocolate cakes going on, and
Right.
And we have our sponsors have just been really great. There's Cherokee, George Dickel, this place called McMurr's, Northside Clock. I like to thank the sponsors because without the sponsors,
I heard that the owner of that place called McMurray's has this affliction, and that she is constantly getting in to volunteer kind of events and doing that sort
How
of
does she
stuff.
run that business?
We don't know.
I don't know either.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
But,
So I had an attorney come to me at a wedding recently and says, "Kat, is that you?" I said, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "What do you not do?" I said, "Sleep." But anyway,
Right.
let me finish these because
Okay.
with any event that happens anywhere,
Sure.
without the sponsors, that's what helps us keep
Absolutely.
everyone in town, helps keep these events free to the
Right.
public. But we have NES Channel 6. Light Tube, Cubic, Lynchburg Winery, Coffee County Bank, Coca-Cola, and Citizens Tri-County Bank. So I personally want to thank those people.
Yeah,
and we're always looking for sponsors every year. Again, this is the third time that we've done this, so we try to make it bigger and bigger every year.
And you've been involved in this since the beginning. I think you
Since
started this.
I'm the chairperson
Right.
of this. So,
Right.
Yeah. So we have. There was one of the. So bring your chair. That's one thing we recommend for people.
Right.
Bring a chair, stay all day, and just hang out. We had people hanging out in the tent. We have this huge tent decorated in German style, and just eat and kettle corn, brats, and barbecue, and all kinds of stuff.
It sounds like it's going to be an extremely, fun day.
It
and
is.
You've put in a few hours into this, I'd
Just
say.
a few.
to make this happen.
Then there's that whole Michael Jackson show that's February 1st, but we'll talk about that later. Did I throw that plug in there?
You did not, but that's always something we look forward to. And that's in February?
February 1st.
And who is
recipient? CasaWorks.
CasaWorks, okay.
Yes, it'll
all
be
right.
CasaWorks this
Because
time.
there's a different, somebody different benefits from that every year, correct?
Yes,
Okay. All right, yeah.
So
but it's always a fun event.
Yeah, we're excited. I appreciate you guys letting us come on here, us being me, and and promote this, because it is, hopefully, I know you can't see this. Oh yeah, you can see this. It kind of matches my shirt, so you got to get we have some t-shirts for sale and that kind of thing. So come out and see us and have a good time. Bring your family, bring the kids, bring your dog, because we have a dog contest.
Dog contest,
Dog costume contest.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
cool.
so.
Yeah, because we're getting around Halloween at that point. So.
Exactly. You already got your costume. Come on out.
Yeah, that's right. And that's happening on the 26th, right?
26th of October. We're getting down to the wire.
2 hours of karaoke with Kat, too, as they conclude that event, and that's always fun.
Yes.
I've done karaoke with Kat before.
Exactly.
I could
That was
vouch.
20 years ago.
It was a long time ago.
Well, to you guys that don't know, he used to sing Whitney Houston with me.
I did.
Remember that?
I did, yeah. She
you.
actually did most of the singing, but anyway, she learned, she knew how to do it right. But Kat and I were doing karaoke back when people didn't even know what the heck karaoke was.
Exactly.
Now it's pretty common. Everybody knows what it is. Kat, thank you so much for coming by today. And thanks for all you do in our community. For goodness sakes, you're always doing something. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more living right after this.
It was us. We let the dogs out. Bark in the Park is Saturday, November 2nd from 10 until 2 at Wagner Park. Come out and help support the Tullahoma Animal Shelter's Medical Fund during a day of barking family fun that includes dog contests, grooming, pup paw art, a bounce house, and more. Contact Jeff Wilson at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter to learn more.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no. This warrior will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of Melodies Wrapped Around Life. Again, I'm John Gray, and we have a great guest for you today. This young lady, Nellen Dryden, came all the way from New York City and found her way to Tullahoma, Tennessee, and wrote a song about Tullahoma, Tennessee, and we're going to visit with her in a little bit. But first, we're going to go over to the next set and have Nellen do a couple of tunes for us.
Some man asked me what I was looking for, just a sunset on a city. I wanna think about how to make money. There's a place I know and it's nice, they say. Oh, and they dance and they dance and they dance like they just got paid. Oh, Tullahoma, here I come. Tullahoma, get me some. Tullahoma, don't you follow me. Tullahoma, I just wanna be free.
you. All right. Thank you. All right, that tune was called Tullahoma This is my first time in Tullahoma, and it's pretty special. This next tune is called Elusive.
You go out of your way, you go far out away, just to get high on that empty day. It don't have to be real, long as you can dream, you can feel. 'Cause you're elusive, baby. You got a fantasy wrapped up in heartache. You can't disappear. One memory is all that it takes. 'Cause you're elusive.
Thank you.
Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the paint. Uh-oh. I just knocked the tree over. This is the paint doctor. I got the color wheel. Now, you know what a color wheel is? It is the wheel at the paint works where you pick all your colors to paint your room. It could be a multicolored beard. It could be a underarm fan. You never can tell. One thing we do know is that it's time to paint. You know, you can make your wife very happy if you go to your house and paint some rooms, or you paint the outside of the house, the inside of the house. It makes them feel very good because you work hard for them and they like that. All women like to see their man sweat, you know? They do. Honeydew is what they do. And you get to do it too. So you go to the paint works at 1960 North Washington Street and you see David Heikkinen over there, and he's the real paint doctor. He fix you up with color. It's so nice when the color is right. Go to Paintworks today. Martin Senor. See? Martin Senor. Right there. Monsignor at the paintworks. Bye, and we see you next time. I'm burning up.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and I've got with me Nellen Dryden, and thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. This is such a treat.
And I just want to understand how a lovely young lady from New York City ends up in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
I don't know. We're here figuring that out. I moved to Nashville about 4 years ago. And I just wanted to, write songs and sing and perform. And I wrote a song that I just played, Tullahoma, about 2 years ago. And I really wrote it when I was just driving a lot, because, New York City, you don't drive.
Right.
And then I moved to Tennessee, I'm driving all the time.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind, actually,
well,
being in the car.
The landscape is nice.
It's
beautiful.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And it's great for, I think, songwriters, because you can clear your head.
Oh, sure.
And I listen to a lot of, NPR, and I always hear the announcement at the end of the different stations it's broadcast to, and Tullahoma is one of those. And so I would just hear over and over again, 90.3 Nashville, 90, I don't know what it is, Tullahoma, Tennessee. And I was always like, that is such a cool name. Tullahoma, so then it just stayed in my brain. Sort of
slides off the tongue real easily.
So great.
It's musical.
It's totally musical.
Yeah.
And as a songwriter, just like words that are musical, you're like, I can do anything with this. I don't even have to go to Tullahoma. I don't have to be from Tullahoma. I can just write a song about it.
Tullahoma, that's right. That's right. So you came from New York to Nashville.
Yes.
Single girl?
No.
Or married?
I am with someone, yeah.
You're with someone. Okay. All right. Did that happen once you got here? Did this person? I mean, I don't want to be in your business, but
it's okay.
But two people, one person picking up and leaving somewhere to come somewhere else.
No, we came together.
Is difficult, you know, to find each other. Unless you're in the same business or own your own business, to find work.
Oh, I can't imagine. It's definitely easier to move somewhere with somebody.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, good.
Got your support
Good.
network.
Yeah, support is a very good thing to have.
Yeah.
What do you, is singing and writing, is that all you do? If it is, you're a lucky individual.
I mean, I don't know.
Most of us don't get to do just that.
No, I don't do just that. I want to.
Yeah, well,
but
sure.
Yeah, no, I have day jobs.
Okay.
They're not my passion, but I'm good at customer service, and I'm good at typing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, with a face like that, of course you're good at customer service. It's all about the sale.
It's all about the sale. Yeah.
Sooner or later, I don't care if you're a doctor, a preacher, I don't care what you are.
You got to be good with people.
It's about the sale.
Yep.
And so how is your music career coming along? Are you playing out a lot? Do you have shows that you go to, places you play?
I have not. I haven't played the Bluebird. You mentioned that earlier. But I do play a lot of. I play more full band, so it's a little bit more like rock venues and bars in East Nashville and in Nashville.
Douglas Corner, places like that.
Oh, I love Douglas Corner.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
one of my
great
favorite
place.
spots. Yeah,
And
I
the
do some
Basement
writers' room.
and some of those other places.
Yep, the Basement, the 5 Spot.
You know, I've heard. I haven't since Nashville has exploded.
It's exploded.
It's so difficult to get around and park and stuff like that. You've got to be a young person. It makes old people mad.
Impatient. I mean,
So
I don't like it either.
I've heard the 5 Spot a lot, but I don't know the 5 Spot. Where is that?
That's in East Nashville, and that's like a really great. It's like a dive bar, but it's really got a lot of musicians that play there and a lot of that go there. You know,
Right.
it's like a musician's hang.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Which is great.
Sure.
You know?
You need a drummer or you need a guitar player?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. The one thing we know about musicians and singers is you've got to play and sing.
Yeah, you
You've
do.
got to. There is no choice.
Well, yeah, what's the point otherwise?
There is no choice. You know, whether you get paid or don't get paid, you've got to play and sing.
Yep. You
Because
do.
it's in your DNA, or you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, and if you're writing, you got to share what you're writing.
Yeah. So are you writing? Are you making writing appointments, or are you write by yourself?
I write by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know that that's unusual in Nashville, but I just kind of it's easier for me that way.
Well, you know, there was a discussion, and it's an ongoing discussion, because so many songs have 8 writers on them and 6 writers on them, and I don't know if Jerry House was still on the radio when you came to Nashville.
I don't think so.
On 98. There's a guy, Bobby Bones or somebody's on that
Bobby
station
Bones I've
now.
heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jerry House was on radio for years and years and won all kinds of awards, every award that could be won.
Yeah.
And he made a statement about the songs not being as good as they were years ago. And the reason why is, he said, every great song just about is written by one person.
Well.
And you say, well, what about McCartney and Lennon?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
The response is, if you listen, both of their names are on it, but if you listen, you know whether it's a McCartney song or a Lennon song.
Totally.
Totally.
Well,
And so
to your point, what
you're doing
kind of agree
is
with
a good
you.
thing.
Because one of the reasons I moved down here is because I love Buddy Miller so much. Do you know Buddy Miller?
I don't know Buddy Miller.
He's played guitar with Emmylou Harris.
Yeah,
And he sings
yeah.
background. And his wife, Julie Miller, is just a really wonderful songwriter. And she writes all of her songs by herself. And I heard him say once that what he doesn't like about all the co-writing and multiple names on songs nowadays is that songs get watered down now, and there's less personality to them.
Yes.
And I totally agree with that.
Yes.
Because if I'm coming in with my own view of something, it's totally going to be me, or like my view, and it's not going to be trying to make it this perfect.
Right. Well, no,
thing.
what the problem is now also is that they have almost a recipe for this stuff, and it all sounds the same. And if you've got 6 writers, that means there's 6 publishing companies trying to push for a cut.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But
Take
what
something
happens
away.
there is, I find co-writing difficult unless you just happen to find that magic person.
Totally.
And I'm not a very good, I have 3.5 or 4 chords on a good day. And, you know, everybody's songs, Brad Paisley, you can tell a Brad Paisley song in 2 bars.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell a Taylor Swift song. Sooner or later, they end up sounding just sort of the same.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a young man that writes melodies with me. And he's a fantastic melody writer.
Mm-hmm.
And we get along just perfectly. Other than that, I've been in the room with some real jerks. And It's horrible.
I mean, we're sensitive people.
Yes,
I don't
we
know.
are. Yes,
I don't
we
know
are.
how I would be able to handle that. It's a song. It's such a.
Well, it's a story,
It's
and
a-
our
or a
industry
story, yeah.
right now is not doing a very good job of telling stories.
Yep.
The stories are getting washed out in all of the run-on sentences, and if your English teacher graded that today, the lyrics, the writing of a song today that just starts and never stops until the bottom, you'd get a D- probably because of a run-on sentence, and that's what it all is. And we're losing the story, so don't you ever lose the story, young lady.
Thank you.
Because sooner or later,
I'm
sooner
trying
or later,
to preserve.
I listen to WSM-AM because that's where most of the stuff is. Eddie Stubbs, that's where the Grand Ole Opry is.
Yep.
Coffee Cody and those guys in
Yeah.
the morning, because that's where that's where I'll hear you first. Probably
Let's
somewhere.
call them up and get me on there.
Somewhere right there. Hey,
let's
we'll give you something when you leave here that you'll be able to send them.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, I'm just happy for you.
Thank you.
And I hope everything continues to get better for you.
Thank you.
And what we're going to do is we're going to bring you back.
Yes.
We're going to in a little bit, or take you to back to the other set, and let you do some more songs.
Okay.
And then we'll hopefully talk again maybe for a second after that. Okay.
Sounds great. Thanks, John.
Nellen Dryden.
Clayton's has been Tullahoma's family shoe store for over 100 years with a reputation for fashion and personal service. And the tradition continues today. Stop by Clayton's and see our large selection of fine shoes.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Hello, I'm John Rickman. We're back again.
And I'm Pat Welch, and we're back with, is this 4, John?
This is number 4.
Wow, with conversations with John and Pat. Have you picked a song out for today, John?
This song I used to do for the kids over at East. They liked it. It's not one I wrote. Mike Snyder, somewhere I picked it up and he recorded it. But he did one of mine called Chicken Necks and Wings, so this is about dipping snuff. Well, I went on back to Grandpa's house where I was born and raised. There I'd take long moonlight strolls out back where the milk cows graze. It was there I spied this pretty young thing. She was sitting on a barbed wire fence. I grinned at her and she grinned right back. Looks like she had good sense. I said, hello, ma'am, I'm proud to meet you. You're a diamond in the rough. She said, oh, cut out all that fancy talk, boy, and give me a dip of your snuff. Well, I guess I hate to admit it, and I was a little bit more than surprised, but when I pulled out my can of snuff, I saw love light up in her eyes. Snuff dipper, the story of my life. Snuff dipper, now I got one for a wife. Well, I courted that girl in the tater patch, and I courted her in the sorghum cane. I kissed her in the sunshine, I even kissed her in the pouring rain. First time I kissed her snuff-stained lips, we was sitting on a hollow log, and the echo of the pucker rang through the hills like a whale of an old coon dog. I said, that sure was one fine pucker, sweetie, you really know your stuff. She said, oh, you didn't want no kiss at all, boy. You just sucked out my dip of snuff. Then one night when the time seemed right, I said, sweetie, we ought to get wise. Two can dip but just cheap as one if we buy that giant economy size. So we went on over to the preacher's house, said, preacher, we want to be wed. So he tied the knot, said, like it or not, she's yours till you're plumb dead. Well, I got me a level-headed woman now. She's the sweetest in all the South. The reason I call her level-headed is the snuff drips out of both sides of her mouth. Snuff dipper, the story of my life. Snuff dipper, now I got one for a wife. Wow. I don't like that little song, Pat.
Wow.
Is your, well, sounds like your baby?
Yeah, that's, yeah, she's level-headed and all right. And I may be level-headed when I get home. That brings, tobacco product usage was probably pretty prevalent at the Builder Supply, which we our last segment we talked about Mike Galligan, and I've got several stories that we can tell on Mike, but another one of my favorites was Mike was maybe what we might call today challenged. He probably wasn't going to be real good in school and didn't want to be, and didn't go very long, but he was really strong and worked every day of his life, never took a moment's worth of charity, just a great guy. And he really looked up to one of the employees there named Larry Broderick that I went to school with, and Larry was a great guy, and Mike worshiped Larry. Yeah. And they went, I believe this happened on a Saturday. We worked at the Builders till noon, and they decided they were going to go to pool hall and play some pool. So Mike went with them, and when they first walked in, one of Larry's high school buddies came up behind him and grabbed him and clasped his hands and held him real tight, just to let him know, I'm here and good to see you. But remember I said Mike was really, really loyal. And he went to the cue stick rack beside on the wall there and got a cue out, and Larry's buddy hit the floor after Mike put the cue stick upside his head. And he liked to repeat stuff when he got excited, and he said, I got him, Larry, got him, Larry, got him, Larry. And Larry said, yeah, you sure did, Mike. You just laid out one of my best friends.
We had a snow not too long ago, and I thought back to when I was in high school or in school. There was a pool room in the middle of Chapel Hill. And on snowy days, when there wasn't much to do anywhere else, we'd go to the pool room. And that was what I thought about the other day. Then we'd go down there and just have a good time playing pool and the pinball machines and things like that.
I was wondering if you're going to bring those pinball machines up, John. I really didn't want your mother to know that you participated in that.
My mother's not in the... I don't think she'll know.
All right.
I don't think she'll...
All right.
Hold it against
Remember
me
we
now.
said we weren't going to try ever embarrass our parent mothers.
She still does this. I walk in, I'll have a baseball hat on my head, and she says, would you mind taking your hat off? I still do it. Here I am, nearly 70, and I've taken my hat off for my mother now.
Now you've got me. This is completely unrehearsed now. This is conversation with John and Pat. We used to, and we need to do it some more, John, go visit some of your old buddies in Chapel Hill. But one time we went on Depot Street, checking that trestle out, and the possibility where we might bring our wives one night and we tried to get them scared. But we went to see your mother, and she's in that little house, and somehow there was a piano in the room. That was one of the focal points of it, and we asked her if she'd play. And I was not prepared for it at all. She played, it sounded like Beethoven or Mozart or something. You never heard such piano playing. And she played like that for about 1 minute and 42 seconds. And all of a sudden, her hands came off the keys like they were just scalded hot, And I said, Ms. Rickman, that was awful good. Why in the world did you stop? She said, if I played any more, it'd been showing out. And there's a lady that wouldn't show out.
My mother is something still this day. She's very gentle and soft and meek now, but she toted the line, made us toe the line when we were young. By the way, we're going to have to go right now, and I'm John, and we'll be back
And I'm Pat, and this is not the end of the conversations unless management says it is. Thank you.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family caring for your family since 1932.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're pleased to have joining us on the set now to my left, Dwight Cox, and to his left, Kelly May. And they are with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And
Camp Rain.
And Camp Rain, and that's what you do, right,
Yes,
Kelly?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
okay. Tell us, before we start talking about this particular event, tell us a little bit about what the Fellowship of Christian Athletes does.
Yes, we minister to coaches and athletes in the area. I cover 5 counties. I cover Coffee, Franklin, Grundy, Moore, and Lincoln counties. And so we do gatherings, Bible studies, camps. There's a variety of things we do, but our focus is coaches and athletes. Now, people can be involved if they're not a coach or an athlete.
Right.
We don't exclude, keep anybody out, but that's just our main focus.
I
is
see.
coaches and
Okay.
athletes.
And Kelly, you've got a big deal going over in Franklin County.
Yes,
don't
sir. Quite a big deal. It's called the Rain Unlimited is the name of our organization. We run a teen center on a weekly basis there in Winchester. And then for the last 4 years, we've been running Camp Rain, and we've built that out of the ground. And so it's been quite an undertaking, but we do a couple of camps a year, and then we partner with the FCA, and they've done, 3 or 4 camps already. So it's a great partnership. But we do our stuff, and then we let other churches come in and organizations come in and use the facility as well. So we had about 8 camps this season, which is just our 4th year in. So it's moving along pretty fast.
Right. And Dwight, if I recall correctly, when you were involved with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes when you played football in Tullahoma, or
I was
it after
involved by invitation, but I was a little bit of a rascal in high school, so my involvement came in a little bit more in college.
I see.
Whenever I became a Christian at 19, and Coach Olive got me involved in helping out with some retreats for the high school kids.
Right.
And then it just kind of rolled from there. And I didn't know you could work for FCA, honestly, until about 4 years ago or so, whenever I got a phone call from Miss Martha Few. And I'd moved back from Colorado, and she said, hey, you need to call this guy and talk to him about a job with FCA. And so I was like, sounds good, let's do it.
I love the terminology. I was a bit of a rascal when I was in high school, as a lot of us might have been. And I would imagine that just sort of highlights the need for the kind of thing you guys do.
That's right.
I mean, really, because sometimes we can use a little Christian guidance at that point.
For sure. Yes,
right.
sir.
So you've been fortunate enough to be able to make a career out of this.
Yes,
so and I assume you love doing that.
I do. It's a lot of fun. You know, getting to be around sports, getting to serve people, getting to do ministry, encourage people, be a listening ear, help them when they're down. You know, it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun whenever I get to go into a team, and then there's kids that I see me in them.
Right.
They need a little guidance, a little encouragement, and it's just fun to try to give back and to try to help young people out. It's a lot of fun.
What was your motivation to do what you do as far as starting your camp?
You know, it's just really a calling.
Were you a rascal too?
I was a rascal
Okay.
too. And now we're getting paid back because we deal with a lot of rascals.
Right.
But it's just a calling that I feel like the Lord's placed on my life. And it's just, God is just blowing my mind with the things that He's called us to do and the way that it's happening. It's just been amazing.
I bet you are amazed at how much progress how far you've come with your camp.
Yes, sir, we are, and it's all debt-free, so we haven't borrowed any money. That's one of my favorite things to tell people, and to be able to house 100 kids right now with all the facility that we have, and this is just the beginning. So we still have, you know, lots of plans and vision going forward.
Right.
So it's growing really fast, and thanks to a lot of the sponsors, which are businesses and individuals, and so it's everybody together can do a whole lot.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing.
It takes money to make all this happen,
Absolutely.
and unfortunately, but so you guys have got a joint fundraiser, I think,
Yes,
coming up.
sir.
Do you not?
We're trying something new. Something new for us, at least.
Right.
We are calling it a Sportsman's Challenge, which I know you can't see that on the screen there. It's a little small, but basically what it is, it's a fun day to get together, and we do some shooting events. We have 3 main events: skeet shooting, 22 rifle shooting, and archery shooting. And then we have some kind of a la carte events, which are a little separate. They are a turkey shoot, and then we're going to do a 100-yard archery shot, see who can get the closest to the bullseye. And so you pay to
that's quite a ways.
quite a shot.
Yeah.
It's a Robin Hood type deal. But so to kind of break it down, the 3 major events, you pay $15 to be in each event. So you have archery, you can pay $15, skeet shooting, rifle shooting. And then if you want to do all 3 events, we have a little bit of a discount. You pay $40 to participate in all 3 events, and we'll give prizes. There are 3 categories, age groups, that we're going to break it into. So we have 12 and under is one category. Then we have 13 through 17-year-olds, second category. And then adults 18 and up will be competing against each other. That's for the major events. For the turkey shoot and the 100-yard archery shoot, we're just going to put everybody in one group and let them pay per shot.
Right.
So
okay.
That's how we're going to do it. And then we're going to have a chili dog lunch and a time of fellowship as well. Even if people wanted to come out, if they wanted to come out and just participate in these fun things for kids like gaga ball, archery tag, tomahawk throwing, and BB gun range, we have all that set up. A couple of them sound a little dangerous, but we'll have adults at each station, making sure nobody gets hurt, and it's a lot of fun.
When is this coming up, by the way?
This is November the 2nd.
November 2nd.
Starts at 10 a.m. on November the 2nd, Saturday.
So you need to get tickets for this event?
No, they can just show up. And the address, we could probably put that up there. It would be Camp Rain is at 626 Bennett Cemetery Road in Decker, Tennessee. It's not far from from the Nissan factory.
Right. Okay. All right. So it sounds like you guys have thought this out. This is
We're
gonna
trying.
I honestly didn't realize that you could shoot a bow and arrow 100 yards.
You can. I don't know how much you'll hit.
Some people can.
Some people can.
Yeah. Okay. Can you do that?
I can. Yes.
And you?
No.
Not really.
I can't shoot a gun 100 yards.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But all right, this is coming up November the 2nd, and if you want to participate in that, it benefits
Camp Rain and Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Christian Athletes. Both of those great causes, folks. So it sounds like you're going to have a lot of fun. I know these two guys are a lot of fun, whatever they get involved in, you know. So encourage you to get out and see that. And the event is where now?
It's at Camp Rain on Bennett Cemetery Road. You can look on Camp Rain's Facebook page for information, or Elk River FCA Facebook page as well for more information.
Okay.
Or you could call us. The number's there on the screen.
All right, great. Guys, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
by.
Thank you so
Lots of
much for
luck,
having us.
really.
Have a
All
great
right.
day.
Folks, we'll be right back in just a moment with more living right after this.
Hi, I'm Cindy.
And I'm Jacob. I'm the Rooster.
And I'm the Red Mane. And we would like to welcome you to
Roosterwear.
Yes, Roosterwear is a cottage industry producing accessories for men, women, children, babies, and pets. All items are hand cut and sewn locally. Roosterwear specializes in bow ties, pocket squares, scarves, cufflinks, neckties, and aprons of all sizes for all ages. Baby products include onesies, diaper covers, bibs, and burp pads. All bow ties, tie it yourself or pre-tied, come with an adjustable neckband. All products can be made with a material of your choice, as special orders are available upon request. Don't be standing back looking at fashion. Create your own with Roosterwear.
come visit us at
roosterandredmaiden.com.
to find our handcrafted designs for
The Cock of the Walk.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future in a world that's changing fast. Do play and laugh. Do win and lose. Do it all with confidence, kindness, and strength. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life, what matters to me is that you keep doing.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, folks, I'm happy to have two of the lovely young ladies with me today from the Senior Citizen Center. And girls, y'all are y'all crafting?
Yes, we are. We're making just about anything.
You gonna have a show? Sale?
We are on Friday from 1 to 5 on November 1st, and all day Saturday 9 to 4 on November 2nd.
Oh, that'll be great.
And we need crafters, so if anybody's interested in being in the show, it's $20 for both days, which we think is a very fair price. So we hope some of the people that are watching will be interested in coming and putting things in.
And the money
fair.
goes to senior citizens, right?
Yes. Right.
So, do y'all have, there's so much goes on over at the Senior Citizen Center.
That's true.
There's all kinds of great things and great activities. Now, do y'all have a crafting room or a crafting activity, or do y'all just get together and go, what are we going to make next?
Well, this is our first craft fair.
Oh.
And before I might make this clear, whoever, most people that are renting our booths, that's their money. We do have some people that are donating for the craft fair for the center, but if they have rent a table, they make their own money.
Right, but then they pay a fair price for the booth.
I just want to make that clear. That
so the senior citizens gets the booth money.
Right.
And the thing about it is, when you're a craft person or a sculptor or an artist or anything like that, the hardest thing to do is get your stuff
out
in front of a bunch of people.
Right. Yeah,
and the Senior Citizen Center is providing a perfect place for that to happen. So if there's Master Crafter, Mr. Master Crafter's out there right now watching this, what does he need to do to get a booth?
We have the application to fill out when they make their payment, and they can go by the Senior Center at 410 North Collins, and this is the Tullahoma Coffee County Senior Center.
Right. So they can go by the Senior Center here in Tullahoma and fill out an application and give their $20 booth fee.
Right.
And then that's going to be November the
1st and 2nd.
1st and 2nd. Okay. Now, will there be food there too? Will there be any food vendors? I know the seniors. We seniors, we like to eat, don't we?
We like to bake too.
We like to bake. I know. My brother takes cookies down there all the time. Yeah, Jerry. So he goes in with a tin of cookies every time he goes down there to the boys that shoot pool down there. They eat cookies all day.
Yeah. We have crocheting, a lot of things that's made. Those are scarves that's being made.
Now, what is this material right here? I love that. That's the softest feeling thing in the world.
Made out of polyester.
And you see a bunch of you go to the real nice shops and you see this, but what you see a lot of times, and I remember at the flower shop, Janie had little stuffed dolls, stuffed toys for children that felt like this, and I thought, oh, a little baby's just gonna love that.
Yeah.
And you could take this and wrap it around a little baby.
Now she's done some baby.
I've got some baby blankets.
And then this is now
crochet.
what's this?
That's crochet.
That's crochet
scarf.
right there.
Yes.
This is done by hand. Is that right, Jane?
Done by fingers.
These
no
other
needle.
ones.
But I love that. And then you've got a beautiful wreath down here. This is interesting.
Yes.
If I can pick it up without messing it up. Look at what we've done now. We're hung.
Oh dear. Sorry.
There we go. Where's the top of this thing?
It's a fork here.
It's a fork tree. Well, it got all discombobulated, so there's part of it. Let's see, that goes over there. Now, we're getting somewhere.
Bring it up.
Does that go up or down? I don't know, but there it is. Look at that. Isn't that something?
We have quite a few of these
wind chimes.
Wind chimes being made.
So that's made out of silverware.
Yes, it
forks
is.
and spoons and knives. So I'm gonna let you hold that. Now, there it goes. Part of it's in the floor now. You never know what you're gonna get into on this show, folks. Look at there.
I got it.
We did it. We got it done. And then pick up one of those monkeys down there. I take it those are monkeys.
And this little bear.
Little bears. Isn't that something? Now, what in the world little granddaughter or grandson wouldn't want one of those?
I know, but she does them in all colors. I'm not sure what colors we'll have at the fair.
Right.
But she does them in all colors.
And then that over there, what are those, leg
These
warmers?
are fingerless gloves.
They're what? Fingerless gloves.
Without gloves. I mean, without the fingers.
Yeah, so that way you can keep your hands warm, but you can still drive or type or whatever you want to do. That's great. Then, of course, the wreaths, I'm sure there'll be every kind of fall and Christmas stuff down there.
Really popular this year has been our pumpkins made out of the dryer vent hose. And I didn't find one to bring, but they are just really pretty.
Pumpkins made out of dryer vent hose.
Mm-hmm. And that's been really popular.
I guess that would work.
It has.
They're real
It did.
I can remember my Granny Gray, they used a lot of Purex, and she would take a Purex bottle, the white plastic, and cut it and make flower petals out of it, and then crochet the punch holes in it with a hole punch and crochet them together and make her a sun hat out of them.
Oh, for goodness.
Out of Purex bottles.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Well, it worked.
Have you still got one?
Yeah, I've got one somewhere, and she also would make the little hats that go over toilet paper. Crochet a little hat so when you went into the bathroom, the toilet paper wasn't exposed. It had its own little topper that it was wearing. So there's always stuff to do and stuff to find.
Well, we've got some stained glass.
Oh, do you? Stained glass? Wonderful.
Stained glass and, of course, baked goods. Ceramics. We didn't find a piece to bring. We're afraid we'd break it.
Yeah, and I guess your lapidary is still working down there.
They have a class there, too, if anybody's. And so, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite everybody to come join us at the Senior Center.
Oh, yes.
We've got so many things going on, and we'd like to have you come down. There's lots of card games and
dancing.
Oh yeah, we have the line
ballroom dancing, line dancing, and you never know when you go down there that they always have something to give away.
Right.
You know.
Well, we have our birthday party.
Have a little birthday
month.
Party, and everybody gets a present, and a monthly deal, and there's meals down there all the time.
It's just a great place for people to go.
It's fun.
That's the only place some people have to go.
That's right.
And
it's very important that we support it.
It's important to them too.
Well, if you live by yourself, it's good to go down and talk to people. You don't have to be by yourself all the time.
Right. That's right. Well, I tell you what, we want to thank you both for being here.
Well, thank you
That's
for
November the
having us.
1st and 2nd at the Senior Center, right across from Codes and right next to the Tullahoma Coffee County Library, right there.
Yes.
Near the baseball complex, got plenty of parking, got plenty to do. Be a crafter, stop by there before the 1st and 2nd, fill out your form, pay for a booth space.
Right.
And come have a big time with these girls.
We would love to have them.
That's right. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll be back after these messages.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Hello, this is Janie Price. When my husband Ray Price would tour across the country, his favorite place to dine was Cracker Barrel Old Country Store locations. His favorite thing to order was the Uncle Herschel.
And the beauty of it all is forever, you'll be holding me to.
I miss Ray dearly, and I'm so proud that his last album, Beauty Is the Final Sessions, is available at his favorite restaurant.
A love affair to remember.
The project includes a duet with Martina McBride and harmony vocals from Vince Gill. Ray believed this to be the best recording he had ever made.
Oh, I wish I was 18 again.
I think you'll agree when you pick up your copy of Beauty Is the Final Sessions at a Cracker Barrel Old Country Store location near you or at crackerbarrel.com.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome Nellen Dryden.
Come on, honey, hold my hand. This world is too much, we can't stand. Come on, honey, hold my hand. Come on, honey, hold my hand. See my life. I'm not tidy and I struggle and strive. Come on over and see my life. Come on over and see my life. Well, you hear it every day out on the radio waves. You can hear it in the voices and the way they say. And if there's one thing I can hear them saying to me, well, if it's the end of the world, I'm not giving up yet. Well, if it's the end of the world, I'm not giving up yet.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford F-150 as low as $34,739. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, folks, we're back, and Ellen's back with me over here on this set. And great job over there, girl.
Thank you so much.
You know, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you with us today.
Thank you.
And that you made the trip from Mount Juliet up in that area, up in there, down 840 and around and down 24, all the way to Tullahoma. and now you know and you see the lovely little place that you wrote a song about. Isn't it cool?
It's so cool.
And you're going to have to come back.
I'm definitely going to have to come back.
And we just appreciate you. We appreciate what you're trying to do.
Thank you.
And introduce the
thank you.
player.
I feel like I haven't. This is Jules Belmont, who's been playing over here.
And,
We've played together a really long time.
Yeah, and he's a great player, great picker,
Very
great
great
steel player. So, and I love steel guitar. I just can't help myself.
It's an amazing instrument.
I just can't help myself.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear, so much for being with us, and
Thank
know
you
you're
so much.
always welcome to come back.
I will.
That's Melodies Wrapped Around Life, folks, with Nellen
you.
Dryden.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time.